These are must-win games. Seriously. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 7 of our Football Manager 2018 Let's Play with Arsenal, and today we have two very much well, they are called Let's Win games. Let's call them Let's Win games, not much must-win games. Because I'm trying to focus on the fact that we don't have to win, but we do have to win today, at least once. We have to go unbeaten today in order to keep our job. If you haven't watched Friday's episode, I would really recommend you go and do that. But if you have watched Friday's episode, let's get straight into it now. Basically, if you remember last episode, which was obviously on Friday, we had 5 games to save our job. We needed 10 points from 5 games, and that has been made massively more difficult by the fact we've just lost to Burnley, which is the first of those 5 games. So that means now that we need at least 3 points and a win, 3 wins and a draw, or 4 wins against Manchester City, Leicester, Wolves and West Ham. That's in the league. In the FA Cup, it doesn't matter. It's just the league that matters. So, we pretty much need to beat City, then Leicester, then Wolves, and then we can afford a draw against West Ham. But ideally, we could do winning all these 4 games. Bearing in mind we haven't won in the last 4. This is going to be tricky, and we've also had, 2 wins in the last 10 or 11? The results look quite appalling, actually. I don't want to look at them anymore. So, what I've done with the players is I have reached a bit of an agreement. We've changed the tactics slightly, just to keep the players on side. As you can see, the dynamics are pretty poor, and Nacho Monreal, as well as about 9 other players, think that the team is underachieving. The manager support is quite bad, but actually, you know, we've had a bit of an improvement over the last few days, because we have changed the tactic, and the players look quite happy to play for me. The morale's not too bad anyway, but it's going to be a very tricky game in this game against Man City. We've got to get at least a point, and then win all the other 3 games. So for today's game, we've got Bernd Leno in goal, Bellerin, Regani, Mustafi and Kolasinac at the back. We've got Elneny and Ramsey in the midfield. We've Mkhitaryan and Reiss Nelson, youngster, why not, in the central attacking midfield positions, with Danny Welbeck and Lacazette up front. The only reason I'm not playing Aubameyang is because he's injured and Ozil's unhappy, so I don't really want to put him on the bench or anything. Ian Robben's also unhappy, but possibly we could put him on at some point in place of Mkhitaryan, but he's probably more of an impact player today. Do we put Torreira on actually instead of Elneny? Yeah, we'll put Torreira on, shall we? And that looks good to me. Now the tricky one is we've obviously got to get a point today, but I feel we've got to go for the 3 points, because if we don't get the 3 points, then it puts a lot of pressure on in these other 3 games for us to win, and that's a bit of a tricky one. Iago Aspas has signed for City. That team just freaks me out. We've played City. We will have by the end of this episode 3 times in the last 4 games, and some of the players weren't too happy with that. I should have just said good luck to them, but you know, whatever. Let's try and put the opposition instructions on seriously. Why is he on a red card? Oh, worst discipline. I've never noticed that this year on FM, but fair enough. Right, so let's get into today's game. I've made the instructions a little bit less complicated as well. I think we'll go counter-attacking as well, but very fluid. Let's just see if we can... really, I don't know whether we're going for the point today. I don't know whether we're going for the win. I want a point, but I want to win also. So, but I don't want to push my luck too much. Nearly 10 minutes in then here at the Emirates. Aguero on the ball for Man City. Aguero, that's a bad pass. Nelson's got it, but it's straight back to Aspas. That's maybe a bit of Nelson's inexperience showing there. Kyle Walker. Good running back by Nelson, though, and he's took the ball off him. This is good stuff. Kolasinac, nice ball up to Lacazette. There's no support there from Nelson, unfortunately, up front now. Lacazette into Welbeck, and it's a goal for Danny Welbeck, and we're ahead here at the Emirates at the start of this game. Let's just get the players to tighten up now. I could have praised them, I suppose, but, you know, we want to be serious. But Nelson, fantastic tracking back from Reiss Nelson that really turned a Man City opportunity into our opportunity. And Lacazette and Welbeck combining magnificently to make a beautiful team goal from Nelson to Kolasinac. Bangs it up to Lacazette into the box for Welbeck, and that is a goal for the mighty Gunners at the Emirates. And that is a little bit of an upset, I would say, but, you know, hold on to your horses. It's not all over yet. De Bruyne to Sane. Aguero, still on the ball, shoots. Oh, it's just off the bar, so unlucky for Man City. But because we've got this goal ahead, there's a little bit less pressure on us now. But that's brilliant stuff from Reiss Nelson. I'm quite happy with him tracking back by that much. That's brilliant to see. Welbeck to Ramsey. Ramsey, Lacazette. Can we get a second? Lacazette into Nelson. He shoots, and it's well saved by Ederson. But it didn't matter anyway, because Reiss Nelson was offside. But I have to say, Nelson's playing really well at the moment. That's a bit of a shame. Our captain, Aaron Ramsey, suffered a bit of a niggle, but it doesn't look too bad. Bellerin. Back to Regani. Good stuff. To Mkhitaryan. Can we make it 2-0? Welbeck on the wall. The wall? Just on the ball. Welbeck puts it into the box. For Lacazette, that's going to be a tricky one to get. We're being overrunning midfield, apparently, but I'm not too bothered about that. Torreira. Ramsey. Ramsey on the ball. Make a good pass. Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan to Bellerin. Bellerin. Through to Ramsey. Ramsey to Lacazette. Back to Ramsey. Shoots it to goal! And we're 2-0 up here against Man City. Wow. Admittedly, I wasn't expecting this. Admittedly, I thought, oh no, we're going to go into this game. We're going to be battered by Man City. But let's just not get too complacent, because in the past, if you remember, we played Liverpool and they were 2-0 up by this stage in the game, and that we won that one 4-3. And that's very much what the opposite can happen here, and they could easily win this match. But at the moment, we are playing absolutely fantastically. 2 assists from Alexandre Lacazette rather, not Andre, and a goal from Welbeck and Aaron Ramsey, which is fantastic. What a way to start this match. And it would be brilliant if we could keep a clean sheet, but hopefully we don't concede 2 now. Lovely pass from Lacazette to Reece Nelson. Nelson into the box. Laporte gets it out, but it's back to Aaron Ramsey. Really on top at the moment. Ramsey to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan into the box for Lacazette. Not quite coming of anything though. Torreira. Back to Bellerin. Bellerin, can he get it back into the box? He certainly can. Welbeck gets it out. Welbeck gets dispossessed rather. Sane on the ball now for Man City. Dispossessed again by Bellerin, but that's unfortunate. It's fell just for Man City there on the look. Can they get the counter-attacking break? It's Aguero against about 6. We should really be closing him down. And we do, to be fair. We put him off a little bit and it was a bad finish. Had some brilliant work in the midfield. But this is good from us so far. We very much limited Man City. Okay, they've had 7 shots, but our defensive work's been good. I don't know whether that's down to the introduction of Regani, or whether that's just because we're playing well up front, so we don't need to focus on defence so much. But 2 shots on target out of our 3. And what a start we've had to this game. I'm very much going to tell the players just to not be complacent now, because it can be very easy to do that. So, assertively, don't get complacent. A few of the players have got a bit angry at that, but, you know, it's kind of got to be done. Ramsey, he's played very well, but he has got a bit of a niggle. So, do we bring him off yet? What's the injury looking like? Potential lower leg. We'll keep him on for a few minutes if it gets a bit worse, towards sort of like the 60-minute mark. Then we will bring him off. But Aaron Ramsey's played very well so far, and I don't really want to lose that influence in the squad, especially as a holding midfielder. Nearly 50 minutes in here, though, at the Emirates, and we are doing very well. It could all go wrong from here. De Bruyne to Aspas. Aspas to Aguero. Aguero into the box for Sane to Fernandinho. It's just off the bar. And I'll tell you what, the luck is going our way at the moment. It's very much going our way. And I'll tell you what, if we win this match, all of a sudden, we're not that far away from 4th. That's offside. Aspas has put it in the net. But that should be offside, which it is. Yeah, the goal won't stand, which is absolutely fine. If we win this game, I think we're on 38 points. All right, everyone's got a game in hand. But 4th place, all of a sudden, doesn't look too far away. We've been a maximum of 7 points away at the end of today's play. 35 minutes to go, though, here at the Emirates. And Mkhitaryan's had quite a poor game, only a 6.4. So we will bring Ian Robben on, and we will bring El Neni on for Ramsey, but that's just as a precaution because we don't want to lose Ramsey in the long run. We can kind of deal without him for half an hour, but I feel if he's out for sort of a few months because he's played another half an hour, that really damages our chances. But we've limited Man City again so far, 70 minutes into this game, and all of a sudden, there's a bit of hope that we're not going to lose our job today. And if we win this match, I feel like the players are very much motivated going into the Leicester, West Ham and Wolves games to do very well. 15 minutes left, though, here at the Emirates. It could all go wrong still. You know, it's not all over yet. Sterling to De Bruyne. Good stuff from Mustafi to Lacazette. Can we close out the game? It'd be fantastic. And good for my art right as well. Robben. Beautiful stuff. And lucky though to go straight to John Stones. Through to Aguero. We should really be closing him down, which we do. Put him under a bit of pressure. Mahrez. To Aguero into the box. Oh dear. That puts the pressure on a little bit now. Now, do we change the tactic? There's 1 goal in it now. I think we'll bring Nelson off and can Robben play up front? I was thinking of maybe going a 4-3-3. Where can Robben play? He can play up front, or he can play as an attacking midfield, but he's not brilliant, is he, either? Or do we drop a striker back? This is tricky. Because anything we do could influence. And to be fair, is there really anybody on the bench? I don't really know. Let's bring Bellerin back as a defensive centre-back, or maybe a wing-back on defend. And we'll also get Torreira to defend as well. So, central midfielder on defend. But yeah, these two can still attack. And we'll put you as maybe a defensive forward. We'll try Welbeck as a defensive forward, see how that works. But hopefully, all of our good work here doesn't go to waste. Because I know exactly how powerful City can be. 10 minutes to go here. Of course, if we only draw here, we don't get the sack, but it would be brilliant to have a win. And what a fantastic win it would be. You know, they've had 16 shots compared to our 3. It's been a very defensive performance, but a very composed performance. And I think we're going to finish this one, you know, as winners. 93rd minute, we put it into the mixer. El Neni, kick the ball, Bellerin, back to El Neni. El Neni into the box, and that's it. That's the final whistle, and we've beaten Man City. Well, I'll tell you what, I wasn't expecting that. But that was fantastic. We might just be keeping our job here, you know. But then again, there's more than enough chance to go and bottle it against whoever we're playing next. I think it's Leicester. Can we make it 2 out of 2? Well, for today's game at the Emirates, we've only made a few changes. The first one is Iwobi is in for Reiss Nelson. And unfortunately, he's out for 4 weeks after playing in the under-18s for some odd reason. I don't quite know why he played in the under-18s. I don't think he was set to play there, but oh well. Well, he's out of the squad, so Alex Iwobi comes in for him. Özil and Aubameyang also come on the bench, and unfortunately, Ian Robbins picked up a bit of an injury. Now, in the week, we did play against Man City again. Unfortunately, we lost that one, but I'm not too fussed about that one because City went 2-0 up, but we actually got it back to 2-2. They went 3-2, then it was 4-2, then we got it back to 4-3. But we played very well. It was just unfortunate that Aubameyang and Robin both picked up knocks in that game. But for today's game against Leicester, again, I'm not fussed about the FA Cup. It's really the league that I'm fussed about. We played very well there, but hopefully here we can do even better. So that's the squad for today. I don't really think we need to make any change. We'll go to counter and very fluid because it seemed that worked last time against Man City. So I'm quite happy to stick with that. And I think that's how we will keep it. Now, I saw the match report after the Man City game last week, and I was quite surprised because they were saying that Reiss Nelson made the most mistakes and was the most shoddy player. Now, for me, from what I saw, and especially with that first goal, he tracked back fantastically to make a chance at the end of the day. You know, he tracked back to get to Kyle Walker. He got the ball off Kyle Walker, and he got it up the pitch to score a goal. Now, fair enough, he might have made the most mistakes, but that was a pivotal point in the game because we went, I think it was the first goal for Welbeck, and if we hadn't have scored that, then I feel like the pressure would have definitely been on, and when we went 2-0 up, obviously that really helped us out, but hopefully against Leicester, we don't suffer a bit of a complacent fate. Lovely ball from Torreira to Lacazette. Can we make the same fate as we did before? Lacazette into the box for Welbeck, and it's practically a mirror image of the game against City. We've scored earlier on this time, and some good news in terms of Lacazette's personal life. Well, not personal life, but more personal for him, is that France are considering him for now for a recall because of his fantastic form, which I think is brilliant, because as you can see, he's providing the assists, plus he's providing the goals as well. You know, he's scored over 20 goals this season, and I'll tell you what, if Welbeck keeps scoring like he is at the moment, and they're making a striker partnership like they are at the moment, Aubameyang's really going to struggle to get back into that squad. I know he scored against City, but Welbeck's doing really well at the moment. Iwobi to Lacazette. Lacazette into the box. No, it's not into the box. He just shoots and it's in. Lads, where's this upturning 4 come from? If only I could speak through the screen and say what the hell's going on. We hadn't won before this episode in 4 games. We make a tactical tweak, and all of a sudden, in 2 games in a row, not only have we won them, but we've took the lead first, which is a complete rarity in this save altogether. We're 2-0 up here against Leicester. We've had less possession than Leicester, but we are playing fantastically. We've just made it 3-0. I was watching a video the other day. It was Loki Doki, and it's the ramble about FM, and he got it bang on. There is no game that will give you the constant up and downs like FM. And this is why I love this. I love this game so much sometimes. I hate it at other times, but at the moment, I'm loving FM. Bellerin. Still Bellerin into the box for Lacazette. Oh, we can't make it a 4th. I'm not going to try and get cocky here. I think we're going to have to tell the players to tighten up a bit because we've got to hold this lead now. Surely Leicester can't come back into it, but with less possession, we are absolutely dominating Leicester at the moment. This is fantastic to see. And as I say, because the table's so close from 4th down to 9th, if we win this game and obviously the next 2, we are very much in the hunt again for a Champions League place. Whilst, you know, we can do that while winning the Europa League. If we could finish in 4th or maybe 3rd in the Premier League, you know, anything's possible. If we could finish 3rd or 4th in the Premier League, that shows the board that we've made a massive step up from last year. And then there's not so much of a risk of finishing well in the Europa League then, because we don't have to win that to get into the Champions League, the top competition in the world, of course. But Mustafi's made it a fourth, but it was offside, so that one won't count. But what a fantastic start we've had here. And, you know, before half-time in this one, with 45 minutes to go, we've scored, what, 8 goals over the last 2.5 matches, which, that's roughly about 3 goals a match, isn't it? And if we can keep that up, then I can't see anybody, well, basically what I'm trying to say, yes, you can probably see people beating us like the likes of Man City, but if we can score 2 or 3 goals a match, there are very many little teams that are going to compete with that. Because, I'm telling you, every game isn't going to be a 3-3. This game might be now, because I've just said that, but surely, if we can get the attack right, the defence can't be that bad. I mean, okay, against City, it's a bit more of an expansive game in the FA Cup, but we were really sort of defensively minded against City in that first match, as we have been there. Kolasinac making a brilliant tackle to make it a corner, rather than an eventual goal for Leicester. But if we can keep the attack good, and take our chances, as well as play well defensively and be organised at the back, I think we've got the tactic. I've only made a few tweaks. Whether it might be that this works temporarily, I'm quite confident in this now. And actually, it does take a while sometimes, and I've had that in previous saves. It does take about 6 months, I find, to get a real tactical understanding with the players. So whether this tactic has just clicked, I don't know. But this could be a worry now, because Torreira, I think, is just about to get himself sent off. And he has. 2-footed tackle from Torreira, and of course, every rose has its thorn. So we're going to be Mkhitaryan to the attacking midfield position, and we'll put El Neni on as, we'll play him there. And we'll also play Ramsey as a Carrilero, and we'll put Bellerin back to a wing back on defend. But apart from that, looks pretty good to me. But obviously we're going to have to play it quite exploited to the middle now. Probably balanced, yeah, I'm happy with that. But yeah, let's keep it like that. Surely, even though we're down to 10 men, we can't lose this 3-goal lead. And Lucas Torreira could be to blame for this, but I wasn't expecting this, I must admit. When I recorded the episode on Friday, I thought, do I go back to this save? Do I go back to it? Because I just had no hope after how we played on Friday that we were going to do anything. But for some reason, FM is mad sometimes, because it provides such, not weird results, but when you're not expecting it, you win sometimes. And that's how brilliant it is. I mean, I'm quite a pessimist generally, but can we make it a 4th? Not quite. But I'm just a little bit speechless. I'm very happy, obviously, that we've won today's 2 games. Surely we're not going to come back and win this one now. But I'm just proud of the players, you know, the squad. Bring Ozil on for Mkhitaryan. And 10 minutes to go here at the Emirates. And I think we're going to do it. I think we are going to get 10 points from 5. Which, for a team that in the previous 10 or 11 games had scored about 7 or 8, is a massive achievement. And yes, I know we're Arsenal, but we really struggled. And I think maybe, did we need a kick up the backside? You know, did we need that sort of push? And, you know, the board saying, look, you're going to lose your job if you don't get this amount of points. Has that been filtered through to the players? I don't know. But FM's a funny old game sometimes. And as I say, sometimes I love it. And sometimes I hate it. But today, I love FM. But that can change very quickly, of course. You know, bear in mind that whilst we've won these 2 games, if we lose against West Ham or Wolves, which could quite possibly happen, we still get the sack. So, we've got to continue this form on. And we can't have any blips. Mustafi to Ramsey. I have to say, though, even though we've had a player sent off for half an hour, we're still not dominating, but we're playing very well. Kolasinac, El Neni, Regani. Kolasinac, El Neni. To Regani. He's making Vardy run down like a right mug. Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey. Captain Ramsey. Welbeck. El Neni. This is good play. Ozil, can we have a shot though? Lovely ball through to Lacazette. He shoots and that's, just off the post. And Simpson gets it out. Danny Simpson gets it out. And that should be pretty much it now. I just want to hold on to a clean sheet. That would be brilliant because I don't remember the last time we had a clean sheet. Obviously, the City, we conceded one against City quite late on. But I have to say this is brilliant. I'm really happy with this. And what a stark difference it is to Friday's episode. Wow. I'm amazed at that. Absolutely amazed. Yeah, fantastic performance. But as I say, we still have to win the games against Wolves and West Ham. Which, to be fair, no, I'm not going to appeal against the ban. I think we could do now. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to be positive. We're going to go and win the Wolves and West Ham games off camera. And I'll be back on Wednesday for the first... Oh, that's at Wembley. That's a shame. It's not at the new Tottenham Stadium. I suppose that's not programmed into the update. Oh, well. But we'll go and play... Actually, we might go and play Bournemouth. It'll be one of the games. It'll either be Tottenham in the first leg against Vorskia. Was it... someone put in the comments. Is it Vorskia or Vorskala? I think it's Vorskia. I might be right. I think it's Vorskia. Anyway, we'll either play the Tottenham game in the first leg or the Bournemouth game in the second leg. But I'm not going to say you might see me next episode because I want to stay positive. I don't want to jinx our good form. But if you have enjoyed that, folks, because I've massively enjoyed that for the first time in a while doing this Arsenal creamer. But thank you very much for watching, folks. I have been TIJ. If you want to go and see some of the other content on my channel, please feel free to do so. I've just restarted the Ashes Cricket series, so if you're into cricket, make sure to go and watch that series. And as well, we have a Retro Sundays episode every Sunday, which means we go and play retro games. If you're into that as well, make sure to go on the channel and also subscribe to get future updates for any of my future videos. Thank you very much, folks. If you got to this point, I really appreciate you watching the full video. I've been TIJ, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday once again at 6 PM for another episode of A New Era at Arsenal. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.